Hey friends, hi, how are you? It's me, Sinking Flounder. If you're new here, you can call me Flounder, and if you're not new here, welcome back! How are you? I hope you had a fantastic day. Um, in this video today, we're doing something a little exciting to me. As you guys know, I'm very excited about the Sims High School Years pack coming out. It's all I've been thinking about. I already pre-ordered it. Every day I am looking at other people's Sims content where they're making their teens for the game, and I wanted to do that. I wanted to make my own teen. So instead of making just one teen, I'm gonna fill the high school. Absolutely just crowd it. Too many students, not enough teachers. I don't know. Oh, that would be cool. Making teachers. I wonder. That'd be cool. Anyways, off track. In this video today, we're starting something fun for me, and I'm making high school friend groups for my high school when the pack comes out. I'm starting off with an alternative friend group because if you do not know, was an alternative kid in school. I was very, very emo, and there were not a lot of emo kids in my school. It was literally just like me and my partner at the time, and then a couple of our friends. I know how to do eyeliner really well because of this experience, but am I well-rounded socially? Maybe not. I'm hoping to maybe give my Sims something better. Maybe cliques won't be as bad in Sims as they were in real life. But to keep it true to a high school experience, I'm making friend groups because we all know that high schools tend to gravitate towards cliques and friend groups, and that's what I'm going to be doing in my Sims experience, because why not keep it realistic? I'm normally not a fan of cliches. I think a lot of them are overdone, but who would I be if I did not give into the cliches? You know? That made no sense, but we can make it make sense. So this first friend group, even though they are an alternative friend group, I did want to make each sim very distinct to who they are. And you'll kind of see that as we go along. But I wanted to start off here with Kai, the beginner of our friend group, the one who I did kind of figure out what I wanted to do. And let's just get to know him a little bit. Meet Kai Morton. He is something. I think he turned out really good, and I hope you guys agree, but I wanted to kind of give backstories for each of the Sims that I make in this video. Originally, I thought it was just going to be another quick create a Sim video, talk a little bit at the beginning, throw some music, let people watch. But then I really grew attached to these characters and wanted to give them like full-blown personalities and like some quirks, and I don't know, maybe make a little bit of a storyline with them. And it did not start with Kai. It started with Echo, who we'll see after Kai, but I wanted to go back and do it for him too. You'll notice he has perks picked. Perks, oh my god, you're gonna hear me say perks a lot on accident because I've been playing so much Dead by Daylight lately that my brain is just thinking of anything as perks, but it's traits. I picked an aspiration and traits for him, and his aspiration is Chief of Mischief, along the lines of a little bit of a criminal, because when I started to think for him that he reminded me of these kids I went to school with who did petty crime, and that sounds so like they're criminals, but what they did is they would go around to families like cars, and if they were unlocked they would steal all of the loose change out of the cup holders in their car, and that gives me big Kai Morton energy. So imagine that with him, I suppose. But I wanted to do that, but I wanted him to still be lovable and goofy. You know, sometimes you just need some extra change to go to the store and get a soda. That's Kai, right? He's dastardly. He's bad-natured. He's a daredevil. And he's moody, but he is likable. Don't forget that he's likable. I like to think that Kai would very much be a sweetheart, but would also rock your shit if he needed to. You know, you like him, he's cool, he's fun to be around, he's got the jokes. Is he somebody that like you want to get like you would love to go to a party and hang out with him, but is he somebody who you take with you just on like regular errands when you just want company? I don't, maybe not. Maybe that's not him. It could be, depending on what you like. But I have bad anxiety in stores, and I feel like maybe Kai would not be the person I would want to take with me to just get some groceries. Um, until I get to know him better, I suppose. I don't know. I will never meet this man IRL. All I know, I was not a class clown. But there were a lot of kids that I thought were really cool who were. And that is what I wanted for Kai. I wanted somebody that you would look at and be like, oh my god, he's fucking cool. And then also it's just really goofy. So before I introduce who this sim is, I just want to preface by saying it's going to go a little bit faster in CAS from here on out. I had to kind of slow down Kai's because I talked a little bit too much at the beginning. But from here on out, it's going to go fast, and we're just going to do quick blurbs over each character. Okay? Here we go. Meet Echo Snyder. Echo Snyder is who I wanted to be in high school, who I thought I looked nothing like her, but who I thought I looked like, who I thought I wanted to be. I had a little bit of a rough time making her at first. I really thought I wanted to lean towards looking like the daughter in Hotel Transylvania, but instead I ended up with a really cool punk rocker. She is so adorable. Let me tell you a little bit about her. Echo Snyder is a little bit all over the place. Echo Snyder loves to paint, and one day she will be a painting extraordinaire, okay? She will be. You see the way you may not see it yet, but the way she does her makeup, you know she's good with a paintbrush, okay? She likes the color black and red and white, but she hates blue and she hates brown, okay? She will never paint with blue or brown. She will, but she won't like it. She's melancholic. She's kind. She's slow to warm up to people, and she's a Pisces. According to my traits thing, Pisces Sims are very, very odd and unique. They're clingy, but very intelligent, and they're loyal and give plenty of chances, and they are rebels. And I think all of that sums up how I imagine Echo Snyder would be. I like to think of her as the friend who does not really talk much at first when she meets new people. She's very much a silent observer in the background. She always has a resting bitch face, but she's one of the kindest people you'll ever meet. But you would never guess that just by looking at her, you know? That is like my vision for Echo. I think she is that friend that you'll be sitting there with, and she will wax poetics about the way the wind rustles the leaves of the trees. Or you'll be walking through a new city, and then she'll see something and be like, take a picture, I need to paint that. You know, that's Echo, right? Echo is she is the manic pixie dream girl that we all thought we were. But not like a full, she's a manic pixie dream girl with a personality, right? And drum roll, please. I can't do a drum roll. Who knows? This is Frankie Coyle. She is an absolute genius, a saint. I adore her. I'm so happy with how she turned out. Frankie just wants to graduate top of her class. She's an academic, and then she wants to go to the best university there is. I don't know any of the names of the Sims universities, but whichever one is the best one, that's where Frankie's going. And you know what? I'm gonna be a little bold. I'm gonna say Frankie gets a full ride scholarship, okay? Because Frankie is a genius and a quick learner, and Frankie is also a Virgo, which means they're gonna do the best they can. Virgos are they're overthinkers, but they try their best to master everything that they can. They're highly selective, love really hard when they do love something, and they don't like feeling as if they've settled. Frankie always wants the best. Frankie will have the best. Frankie loves research, loves debate, and she is the captain of her debate team. And if there's no debate teams in the high school years, I will start a fight because I was on the speech and debate team in school. It wasn't called debate, it was just speech. But like that's what it was, you know? And that's what Frankie does, and Frankie's the captain, Frankie's the best. But yes, so Frankie's smart. Frankie is gentle. And I like that concept of the captain of the debate team also being gentle. Frankie is not one of those actually. No, Frankie's like, hey, did you know that it's actually this? Frankie is a queen. I love her. But Frankie is also a little self-conscious, but what teenager isn't? Frankie is also discovering herself. You may notice Frankie is trans. The first trans sim I've ever made, and honestly, guys, I cannot be happier with how she turned out. It was a bit of a struggle finding clothes that didn't clip weird because a lot of my stuff is CC, and so a lot of it isn't necessarily made for both frames within Sims, but what I landed on, beautiful. I loved it. I'm so happy with how Frankie turned out. I am actually like ecstatic through the roof. But anyways, back to Frankie. I like to think that the friend group just kind of adopted her because she is so gentle and kind, and now she's like an integral part of the group. They could not be the group without her. I mean, look at her. Could you handle having a friend group and not having a Frankie in it? I know I couldn't. Okay, last but definitely not least, we have Deonte Lloyd. Deonte is such a cool kid. he's like the head of the friend group. Like, it's Deonte and friends, you know, even though like they're all like equals in their friend group, but like when people see it, they know him as the most outgoing, the most sociable of the group, the most outspoken, the loudest one. Deonte is the leader of the pack. He is gregarious. He's charismatic. He is smug, and he loves dogs. Okay, I just thought I'd throw that in there. He feels like somebody who would love dogs. Deonte is just like the extrovert of extroverts. I don't think I could be around him, to be quite honest, because loud people intimidate me. I wish that were me. But everybody wants to be his friend. Even if he is a little too smug for his own good sometimes, everybody is still like, they want to be on the end with him. Deonte's look is kind of inspired by 1970s, 1980s punk rockers. As you can see, all the plaid and the chains and everything. But Deonte, I really liked how he turned out. I wish I did more with him. But at this point, I was getting a little overwhelmed making all the Sims. But I still really, really enjoy how he turned out. I also want to add that all of these Sims do have like full outfits. I did prom looks and everything for them. I just could not fit it all into one video. If you are interested in potentially having like individual videos for each of these Sims, or in the future, I feedback, please. I would love feedback if I should do the Cliques, just one outfit, all of them going forward, or if it should just be more personable to each individual Sim. Personally, I think the friend group aspect is really nice. You get to kind of see them all together as opposed to just one at a time. Anyways, how many times can I say that? I hope you enjoyed the video, basically. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I'm like obsessed with this friend group. I'm really excited to make more Cliques going forward. Please, please, please let me know what you think in the comments. I did the video a little differently than normal. Let me know if you like the style. If you don't think the style is that different at all, then maybe I'm just a little like, I don't know. I feel like we perceive our own work differently than others perceive our work. So just let me know what you think. Any hints, suggestions, tips, I don't know, criticism, leave it in the comments. I would love to hear it. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week. I love ya, and I will see you next time.